Come on into Faith Shares Real Wisdom on this Friday, rainy, cold night in South Carolina. But we are glad to be here. Just ran in and we're here. Looking for some of you to come on as we talk about preparation and money and preparation. Yes, you need to do both. So come on in the room. Come on in. Let's have a discussion on tonight about money and preparation. Hi, Sister Davy. Glad to see you on tonight. Let's come on in. You one of those expertise when it comes to doing a lot of things. We know she's a female MacGyver. She can get it done. Come on in, say hello, and we will say hello back. I don't know how it is where you are, but where I am, it is raining and it is acting like we're going back into winter, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. So I am just glad to be amongst the living. I hope you have had a wonderful, prosperous, and productive day. We're just glad for you to be here and those that are coming on. Um, we are preparing for the best, and just in case anything else happens, we want to be prepared for that also. So come on in the room, say hello. We say good evening to everyone. We're just glad that you're coming on. We're going to talk about money in preparation, and this is we just came out of the month of February. This is now, hi, cuz. How you doing, Wendy? Hey, Shannon and Dr. Caroline. Glad y'all could come in. We have ended, this is a leap year. So we had 29 days in the month of February. And now we are literally at March 1st. March 1st. So I said money march, marching, having some money. Hello, Vern, and hi, nephew. We're gonna have that discussion. Make sure you share, like, share. Go over to faithwashington.net, subscribe and share this video, because I'm sure we know a lot of people who gonna need this on tonight. We talking about money. Well, we all need money. Yes, that's a given. But during this time, as I just told somebody less than 10 minutes ago, I said, oh, I don't get an income tax refund or all this money y'all spending on in the mall right now. I said, but you need to be saving money instead of calling for money. And it was like, oh, okay. I was like, no, some of us, you know how they go. We do the extension thing, and just pray that we don't have to pay back a whole lot of money. So I was like, no, we don't have that. But during this time, hi, Darlene. This is that time that a lot of people are getting refunds. A lot of single mothers are getting refunds, and but I want to share with you on tonight. This is not the time to be buying up all these clothes and toys and crab legs and having all these picnics and parties. I'm just going to keep it real because I'm trying to help somebody. You see all over social media now warnings about having preparing just in case we have a shortage. In the United States, you actually even see government officials giving warning. Pay attention when they're giving warning. You need to pay close attention. I was given warning over 3 years ago. But my literally came, God gave it to me, and I was giving it to the people. So anybody who was hearing me back then should literally be prepared. I mean, we even had to restock because we had to eat up some things. Hi, Virginia. How are you? Give my love to your husband. Um, but I want to talk about money because there's a lot of people who are getting refunds and has already gotten refunds, believe it or not, but doing the wrong thing. This is not the time. This is not the time to do what you always have been doing. Going out and buying a car that will likely get repossessed in less than a year. And I am serious. It's not funny, but I'm being real. Some people buy a car every tax season. That's not smart at all. Like literally, some people are you're buying your kids sneakers you nor them can afford. You need to put some money aside. Literally, put some money aside. When you see all these warnings coming, don't start this. I don't believe it. Because guess what? That's how you get caught being unprepared because you didn't believe it and you decided not to put something together. You don't need to take the income tax money this year and blow it. That's just, I'm just going to keep it real. You don't need to take that money and blow it. Yes, there's a good bit of us we don't even have that. We don't even have that testimony, so we still got to save though. We're not excused from not saying. We still have to do the same thing. But I'm sending a message and giving a message to those of you who have waste money every year. Soon as you get your income tax, you act like you hit the lottery. You did not. Believe me, you did not. Stay out of those stores unless you're going in the grocery store to stock up on some non-perishing items, going in the store to get you some beans, going in the store to get you a few cases of water to put to the side, going in there to make sure that you have cleaning supplies stacked up in your house, going and making sure that if you are a person and you have electric stoves, hey, you don't have gas, and even though my husband always warned, even with gas, you can still have issues. But if you have electric stoves, if you're at a place where you can have you a little grill so that you can cook for your family, do that. Do that. What am I saying tonight? I'm not here to scare nobody, but I'm here to give you facts. You have to be prepared. If you have children, you need to have your Tylenol, your Motrin, all the little things that kids need. You need to have that in your stockpile. You need to have that. We those that have I'm about to say we no those that have babies, you need to have your Pedialyte stuff because you what you do is you're preparing for just in case, and it's going to be a case. But I'm just letting you know, just in case something happens, I'll have that. When you have kids, there are things that you need to have. And I know it's been a long time since I had little ones, but even in my house, I still have things like bandages because somebody gets a cut, and you sitting up there telling, okay, wrap it up. But if you don't have tape, yeah, I have tape. Oh, you can rig up some stuff, but if you don't have the stuff to rig, you're lost. Be wise. Be wise. You need to get some money, put it aside. Listen to me for those that feel like money burns your hand. Get somebody that you can trust that's not going to just hand you back that money. Most of the time, is an older person or someone who's great with money. Let them hold it for you. The one that's going to tell you no because you come in because you feel like going out tonight, and they're not going to give it back to you. You have to prepare for the times. Get baked beans. We can do stuff. Hey, Coco. We can do things, as I said, a lot of people say, well, I don't eat beans. Baby, you get hungry, you'll eat beans and almost the paper off the can or the bag. You'll do what you have to do to survive. Rice. Rice lasts a long time and goes a long way. One, um, I listened to parents who were in World War II, and he was saying how his parents made it off of rice and beans because you need to have that protein and you need to have calorie. I am sharing this information because people are saying it, and now it's like it's getting popular. It wasn't, when I said it before, I just said where it was from. I'm telling you stuff like spam. Okay, well, a lot of people don't eat spam. I never used to eat spam back in the day either, and I don't eat it a lot now. It has to be some little crisis or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you look and see why spam is so high, but I told my kids, they was like, "Oh, Ma, what is that?" I fried it and chopped it up and made them and cut up some onions and some pepper and made them some spam fried rice. And they were sitting there because y'all know we love the season and had that flavor in that season. It was like, oh, I say, yeah. Uh, it looks one way, but when it gets into our hands, I should say my hands, I'm gonna make it good. You can about make anything taste good. You can make them beans taste good. Listen, I even thought about when you buy the navy beans, because if they run out of those that are make baked beans, buy the navy beans, put you some brown sugar in your house. Go ahead, and I'm going to keep telling you things that you can get that's not expensive. Go to the $1.25 store, because I call it the $1.25 store. Get you some bottles of syrup so you can make your own baked beans. Get you some things. You don't have to spend a lot of money for those that are saying, well, I don't have it. Yes, you do. Because as long as you can stop to that store, get you a bag of chips, get you grab a soda and a candy bar. Do you know? I don't know what it costs where y'all live, but a candy bar is almost $4. It is $3 and something for a candy bar. I was like, wow, okay, y'all just go ahead and keep that candy bar because the candy bar didn't get bigger. The king size is now a regular size. If I can afford to go to the convenience store, I can afford to buy some things to put up. If you can afford to say you treating yourself and you going out and you going out to have a good time, well, you can afford to put $100 to the side because you're gonna need it. And there is something we were saying how to save money. I'm telling you, it is necessary and it is urgent that you save. You might not be able to save the same amount as a person next door, but that's okay. You need to have something because we have already seen in a lot of places, because people I talk to in different states have already seen this. We have already been to the point where all of a sudden we can't swipe our card. We have already seen where the ATM is shut down at the bank because something is going on. We have already seen where they didn't want to give you they wanted to get all your change. We already see in a lot of places where they don't even want to take $50 bills. So the things that we're saying, it's not crazy if nothing happens. I was telling the lady, I said, go ahead and give me some small bills. She said, some small bills. I said ones, fives, tens, and a couple 20s. And she's like, oh, okay. Because when you go, and for those of us that have cars, stay prepared. Don't let your car get to a quarter of a tank. Half a tank, let that be your empty mark. Because if gas is going up in South Carolina, I know it's going up everywhere. We was just paying 280 something, then it jumped to 310. And I was like, why is this costing me 60 something dollars for my pilot? Because the price jumped up. And in the South, you need transportation. Don't be surprised if you're in the city and things go up. So be like, well, I don't have no car. Okay. But that ticket might go up and that train price might go up because everything is going up. You have to prepare, but especially if you have kids. Don't sit up here playing games out. I'm taking my kids here. I told my kids, I was like, you know what, the Sam's, and they had the 2 pound crab leg for $19. So I said, $20. I said, but you'll go, well, we don't go. But I said, but you'll want to go to a place and pay 40 something dollars. And you got to tell them when we can go ahead and get the whole thing of sausage, a whole bag of corn, and grab a couple of bags or get a box of crab legs and cook it at home. Oh, that's a treat. Yeah, that's a treat. I'm not saying you got to stop living because some of y'all not going to listen anyway. Even when somebody tag and share, because you know how we do, can't nobody tell me what to do with my money. And ain't nobody going to tell me what to do with my money. And most of the people with that type of attitude is broke. Ask me how I know. Because I used to live like that too. You're broke. Because can't nobody tell you. Because this is the first of the month. People are splurging, but most people are paying a few $1,000s in bills between mortgage payments and this payment and that payment. And you're blessed where a lot of you don't even have $1,500 worth of bills. You better run around your house, like run around that house, that apartment, whatever it is. You better run and tell the Lord thank you, because that is not our testimony. But you have to prepare. Get the canned goods. Some of us talk about the sodium, but the salt is what saves it. But you can put it in the strainer, run a lot of the salt off of it. That's all you have to do. We're talking about surviving. So when chaos starts, we're safe, secure, and we can be full. We're talking about if you're working that you can get gas. Because when they said, if your card is not working, you can pray all day, but you're going to have to pray some cash in your hand to go to that store because they're not hearing it. Literally. Put some cash aside. This is March. March is one of my great months. March is the month where the wind blows and the trade winds blow and all kind of great things has happened in March. But March in 2024, we want to make sure that we're taking the money that we have and doing the right thing. Please make sure you let these young ladies know, and young men, it's time for y'all to put some money aside. Listen, I'm going to tell you, like I've told people before, the majority of you can't afford to turn up anyway. If you owe a bill and you can't pay your bill, you can't afford to turn up. If your rent's behind, you can't afford to turn up. Listen, I'm talking where people are. This is not a Jesus come to meeting right now. I'm talking about the people I know what they're doing. You cannot afford to turn up. Then you want everybody to see what you buying, the liquor you buying that you can't afford. Okay, you better take that liquor money for March and put it aside. If you can't hold it, give it to somebody that will hold it for you. If you get EBT, let me talk to y'all. I'm just keeping it real tonight. If you get EBT, there is no reason, none whatsoever, for your shelves to be empty. for your freezer to be empty. This is not the season for y'all to sell y'all food stamps. Y'all need to go ahead and stockpile your house. Did Coach Faye call out the? Yes, I did, because you got it. Stockpile your house. You have children. You don't have time to sell up all your food stamps so you can go buy an outfit to go clubbing. To be up in somebody's face that don't want you anyway. You ain't got time for that. We're talking about preparing for what is coming in a place that we're not used to seeing things happen in the United States. But things are happening everywhere. You're getting all kind of warnings. This is the time for you to start. You have children. You have kids. Stop playing. Stop playing with those babies' lives. Make sure you have what you need in that house for those kids. Then do what you want to do. But I'm telling you now, because a lot of you are showing up and don't have any food for the kids. That's crazy. That is insane. Don't do that. Come on, y'all. And I'm telling you this because I love you, and nobody can see you, and nobody knows you. So if you getting mad, it don't matter to me. I don't have one. Hey, give it to me. I'll spend it. But stop. You have children. That's why. You have people that are working that cannot buy half of your card. Do what you're supposed to do. Because let me tell you something. People are going to be literally trying to make sure they got theirs covered. They're trying to make sure their kids are fed, their grandkids are fed. Let me give you fair warning. Folks ain't coming. They're not hearing this banging on the door talking about. We all trying to survive. Once you hear it, you are responsible. You are accountable. When I'm saying it tonight, you can't say, well, I didn't know. I didn't know to put this up. I didn't know I needed to start saving money. And let me tell you, a lot of y'all stop playing. Stop playing, because there are folks that say, well, it's going to be really hard for me to save $500, but it ain't hard for you to spend $1,000. Just add up the stuff you getting that's not necessary. Do that. This is not that. And I know you do what you want or whatever, but there's nothing worse than getting to a place and then start saying, I wish I would have listened. That wishing is too late right then. I wish I would have listened. It's too late then. And this person, like, I don't know how long it's gonna take. Hey, and then you get mad because they might give you $5. They might. When all the warnings come, because we just like the quote scripture, warning comes before destruction. Well, that is true. It does. But the majority of the time, we don't like to listen. We like to wait till it happens. Then when all the chaos happens, you're lost. My daughter asked me something earlier, and I was telling her, I said, the reason I don't want y'all just running through stuff, because I don't know about y'all house, but I said, I'm back. And I was saying about the phones, and I hope you guys can hear me. I was saying about the cell phones acting up, going out, talking about the internet, and my internet went out while I was talking about it. If you can't hear me and see me, let me know. I know I lost a good bit of people. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm not getting any response, but I guess you can hear me. It's saying that I'm back on. Okay, thank you, cuz. Thank you. And I was talking about the internet, the cell phones. My internet went out, and this is why another reason why I want to get the message across. We just probably have to share this live because these are the things that are happening, and these are the things that will be happening. So if we're prepared, because I was about my husband was about to put me on hotspot, hoping that would work. But what happens when hotspot won't work? So we have to be prepared. Our phone messages, letting different ones know a plan. We really do have to have a plan. If you have kids, you need a plan because now our phones are in and out. People are hacking like never before on Facebook, in whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, folks are hacking. I always look because most of the people they hack are going to be people that are already your friends. Or try to hack your account by acting like they're there. When I see it, I'm like, okay, this is already my friend, and I what? I just decline, decline, decline. And they use dead people that are dead, and like, hi Faith, how you doing? Decline, because all of this are hackers. You got to be careful with your account. You get in texts, the texts come in, and about your bank account. But it is sometimes it is your bank, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes, but the banks are telling you do not click on anything when you get a text. They're trying to get us in every way, so we have to be prepared, even knowing that going that they went out, and there's still problems with the phone. It's not just one carrier; it's all the carriers. All of this, the internet stuff, that affects your banks. It's just like at school the other day, prepared. We must be prepared. So, I mean, like food, communication. Uh, uh, you need to have those people some kind of way where they'll know if something happened, this is where I plan to be. Because some people won't be no. Say, this is where I plan to be. Somebody close needs to know something. Because I keep telling, I tell the people even at our ministry, what happens if you have to stay in the house for a couple of weeks? Make sure you have the supplies so that you can stay out. Well, not just in the South, but around here, a lot of people, they have their weapons, they have their bullets, they stockpile bullets and guns like we do food. So in every area, you need to be prepared. They're changing laws when it comes to CWP. Some I was glad because I didn't have to pay them no extra money. Just fill out the thing if you already had it. It's a lot of things changing, but I need you to think and listen and look. You need to sharpen that ear because a lot of times they do things up in the hype, so people are not paying attention. I really want our young women, God, I do with these kids. and some of the young men, some of the single fathers who's raising their kids. Get your stuff up, get your stuff right. I think I saw where Camille said she's been doing it since 21. Of course, we've been doing this thing together, and I'm hoping my internet, because it's keep blanking. But yeah, you're right, Coco. Concealed carriers, waters, filters, all these things are necessary. Batteries, the grills with the, y'all know I showed y'all, I have different kinds. I even have this, the little propane and stuff to get on the grill. You got a lot of ladies, no kids. You still need to be prepared because everybody can't go over to somebody's house. You know, everybody can't go. So, like, you might be in a state by yourself. You have to be prepared. Charcoal, the lighter fluid. I'm talking about. I don't have my little lantern at our ministry. We all bought these lanterns. It was 3 in a box. Sam's had it. 3 in a box for 8 something. They were 20 something dollars, and they started marking them down. But it's a flashlight. It gets bright and brighter and brighter. It came with the batteries and all. All these things we share when we find out different things. I see. We see ideas how to cook differently, but you must be prepared. Do not sit and wait. March is the last month in the first quarter. I need you to pay attention to that. So this is why I'm saying you share, you like. I'm telling these young ladies, I'm telling young men too, y'all getting these tax refunds. This ain't the time to turn up. This ain't the time to be buying clothes you don't need and more sneakers. You already got a closet full. This is the time for you to put aside. Because once you heard it, so I am telling you, Coach Faith Washington is telling you, y'all need to put some money up and like quick, in a hurry. Because I'm going to tell you now, if you got 5 kids in the house, you need more than $100, okay? You need more than $200. We went and we bought these little lanterns. And I was like, when I saw it, and you see how bright it gets, and it keeps getting brighter and brighter. It was 3, y'all, less than $10. My niece told me in Virginia, they had a marked down 5 something, but y'all know how we do. I'll go back. No, you got to get it when you see it. You have to get these things when you see it. And the first thing I did, hey, I told everybody at our ministry, matter of fact, I was like, I'll go get it. This is the flashlight part. Then there's a part that I don't know, my kids about know how to do it. So there's one for every room. And you need that down here anyway, because when it starts thundering and lightning, a lot of times our lights will go out. Just ready. Just ready. Because when you try to get ready, you'll be amazed at the things that you will run into, the things that you will see. And they say tea light candles. Yes, if you have small kids, you prefer to get the little lanterns and stuff, because at the same time, you still must be careful. If you don't have small kids, you still got to be careful. But it's different things. We had this time when the batteries go on sale, you buy it. But no, I'm not encouraging not one person who's getting that nice refund check to go out there talking about we going out to eat. You better buy some groceries and cook. That's what you need to do. And listen to me, that's what you want to do. If you didn't know it, I'm here to tell you, that's what you want to do. Somebody will see the video and get mad and say, she can't, and you're right, I can't tell you, but I'm going to tell you. Because it's going to come back around again if you don't prepare. You have kids, have that medicine on hand. Now we can save this money. That same money that you was going out to eat, take that money and put it aside. Like I said, if you ain't good at money, you can't manage money. Now let me help y'all. If you don't know how to manage what you have, don't look for more. And that's for all the people that keep running around. And God, I'm believing for you to give me my millions. If you're not a good manager, you're not getting any more. It's not till you manage what you have will you get another release, and see how you manage that. Another release. The overflow is going to happen when you have proven yourself to the one you're looking to give it to. Why would you think God would just give you money? He know you're going to blow it. Come on, y'all. Let's make that make sense. If you get $1,000 and do right by 1,000, $1 million? No, you're not going to do right by $1 million. That's just straight up facts. Why? That's exactly why people come into a whole lot of money and end up with no money. Bad managers. Change your habits, change your mindset. Like, I've been doing this all the time. Well, it's time. For our good. I'm just like breathing. Yeah, we get closer in. Preparation. And look, I'm saying tonight because it might be some Friday nights I can't do no live. Why? Because the internet is messed up. You don't have time to panic. You need some of us need to start reading more, because some people are just going to lose their whole mind if they can't watch TV or live stream or get on the social media. Get it together now. Go ahead and pick you up a good hobby and a habit. Yes, that's what I say. Let's all just pick up a good one, because you don't know. And yes, God got us. Let me help the real deep saints. He do have you, but He have you enough to bring you and let. I need y'all to prepare. That's why you won't have to beg for bread, because you already have it in your house. How about that? That's why some of us who never cooked bread in their life are start cooking some bread. Everything out there. I'm smiling because look, what I won't do is I will not, because this is it is, I mean, manifestation, blessings, all of this. And I'm saying that because yes, when you listen and follow the instructions, listen, if the lights go out, I still have joy and peace. If I can't go out the house, I'll still have joy and peace. Because why? I did everything that was required of me. Hey, He got all the rest. This is going to be a great year. But we just want you to be prepared for if something takes place. And something is, so much is happening, guys, now. And it's just so interesting. It's a election year for the president and all this stuff. I'm not losing it over nothing, because over here, we're responsible. Their president is coming to knocking on my door saying, I want to help you. Listen, please spread the news. All the and there's actually a government official who was telling their state to stockpile. Isn't that fun? That thing is Alabama. Telling them to stockpile, letting them know. Pay attention. When you got government officials telling you, how about don't spend all the y'all that's getting taxes, money, and even those that don't getting your paycheck. Come on, it's okay to be on a strict budget, and it's okay to pay some stuff out. It's okay not to buy some things in a season. I promise you, it is okay. I promise you. I tell myself this all the time. You have more than enough, girl. You still need to get rid of some things, and that's what I was doing. But it's okay because look, you sacrifice to have, so you'll always have. You'll always have. So many opportunities will come. But I really, really, my heart goes for those kids whose parents have way more than enough means to make sure that they have what they need in the house. Put them babies first. Y'all turn down for a little bit. That's what you do. All the, y'all buying liquor bottles and whatever the names are because somebody else getting them. And y'all know y'all can't afford nothing more than the 6-minute gin. Stop playing. Oh, yeah. I said, y'all know, stop playing. But you want to go ahead and try to get this $80 bottle because Susan had it at her party and this $150 bottle because that's what they had. When you could have taken that $150 and put it up, you could take that $80 and put it up. Because you say, well, I'm just doing it for fun. Well, turn it down a little bit. Right now, you're doing something because you're going to make sure your family is good. You're going to make sure your kids is good. That's all. You have to be prepared. This is not the time to waste money. This is not the time to waste money. This is not the time to be spending unnecessary money. This is not the time to be going around borrowing from these legal loan sharks. That is not necessary. Do not do that. Just tell yourself, I can wait till another time and get some of this stuff I want. Look, as a smart person told me, hi, Kim. Hi, First Lady. As a very wise mother told me, there will always be a sale. And one of the biggest ways, I'm gonna give y'all a tip. I know y'all might not want to hear this. I'm gonna give y'all a tip. One of the biggest ways for you to save money is to cook. I promise you. That is one of the biggest ways for you to save money is to cook. And I know I work my kids' nerve because they'll be like, Mom, I was like, okay, if you spend your, I said, when we go through the drive-through, when you hear 48, 68, 70, cook. I said, listen, let's go to Sam's. Y'all can go buy a whole big bag. You ain't got to pay $7 for them little tiny 5 wings. Go get you the whole bag. Just get you a big bag. Why? Look, I don't feel like cooking either. And sometimes I don't. I got 2 18-year-olds and 1 15. All of them can feed themselves. But I got an 18-year-old son who can cook. He gonna cook tonight. He gonna cook this whole weekend. Because why? We have the things, they're not missing anything. I tell them, you get a whole big bag of shrimp from Sam's, but you only gonna get 10 and you still gotta pay $14. Cook. That bag feed the whole family. The bag of fries, whether it's waffle fries, hey, we turn our own Chick-fil-A. Listen, you still gonna enjoy. But if you wanna save money quick, cook. Literally cook. And you will save money. Convenience store gets a lot of money. I tell my kids, why am I gonna pay $2.79 for this one soda that I don't need, but $2.79 for a bottle of soda when I can add a little more and go get a 6-pack of soda? Make it make sense. So I'm trying to show them, make your money stretch. Same thing with us. We have to make it stretch. It's like, well, nobody has said you didn't have none. I'm just saying for emergency purposes, your phone out, this out, that out. You need to make sure you doing the right thing. Put it to the side. Yes, you might have to help a hard-headed family member, but they're gonna find out it ain't the same. Because if I've been telling you for 3 years to save, if I've been telling you for over 3 years to save, no ma'am, no sir, I'm gonna make sure you have a meal. You ain't gotta pray and ask the Lord to touch my heart. Because I'm telling you, you had 3 years. Put it aside. And even when money start coming, and it will this year, do the right thing. This is how. Be good managers. Over whatever you have, make sure you're a good manager. With saving, getting out of debt, preparing, all of that at the same time. But please, I know everybody knows some young single mothers or single fathers, and the ones that's getting those checks and they just going and just get rid of all this money they're not used to having. Just let them hear a part of it. I'm telling them, do not take your income tax money and just blow it on outfits. Listen, nobody's really looking at you right now. I promise you. They wasn't really looking at you then. You were just spending foolishly. And then explain to your kids because they're older. I tell my son, you have to work because you have to be able to pay for insurance. You a male, it costs. Could I do it? Yes. Will I do it? No. Because one day he want a family. So I don't want him to think mama gonna bail you up out of everything. Not happening. No. They have to know, and they have to know you can't get everything you want. I don't get everything I want because I know you got to wait. Some things prioritize. I always tell you about making yourself a priority, but make sure you prioritize. Prioritize. What is the most important thing? And one of the things that's real important in this season, in any season, your children having shelter, food, something to put on, and making sure to the best of your knowledge that they can get educated in every way they can that's good, with some good stuff, because they were trying to wipe all of that off the table. So let's make sure that they're getting that at the same time. Be ready to try to explain some of the things that will be happening, especially all of us Bible believers, and know that you've seen things come to pass. Make sure, let your kids know you can't have everything you want. Well, I'm sorry. Some of y'all want to give them everything they want, but I promise you it'll come back on you. So just let them know that some things you got to work for. Some things you got to wait. Tell mine all the time. We wasn't living like this all the time. We had to go through some things. We had to go through a process to get where we are. Make sure you let your kids know who should get the credit for where you are. If you give God the credit, that's what I do. But prepare. Be a good. I say good, let's go to a great manager. Things are happening and they're happening daily with our phones, with the internet. Let's make sure we have a plan for our family to know, well, if my stuff go out, make sure your kids know meetup spots. We just don't know. Just have a plan. Emergency plan. We have kids at the high school. If everything go out, we need to know if this is the case, this is where we're gonna meet up at. This is the time. This is not fair. We're not walking around in fear, but we prepared. That's for sure. We're prepared. Um, Thank you all for coming. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off. But I need you to save money. I need you to let them young ladies and the um, young men know. Don't take your income tax money and blow it. You need to be wise, 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 wise. You need to be wise, wise, wise. I'm saying to you, young ladies who get your EBT cards and all of that, don't take that EBT card and sell all the food stamp off of the money off of it where you can't provide for your kids. Stockpile. You got the resources. There's plenty of people that's making sure you have the resources. They working, they paying taxes, and they making sure you have the money. So that's why you don't need to run up in their face because they already make it show. I'm just telling you like it is. Stockpile. Do what you need to do. Let them babies come first. Get you some things that's non-perishable, some beans, some canned goods, whether it be noodles, pasta, rice. Get those things. You should be able to cook it. If not, get on YouTube and take a lesson or watch somebody cook it on TikTok. It is not that complicated, but we just want to make sure those babies have what they need. For when the stores run out of supplies, you will already have them and you can make it for a while. Put that money on us and get your little safe. Put some money up. Put some cash money to the side. I do agree to get lower bills because some people, like now in certain states, they don't want to give you change for 100 or 50. So make sure you have something that you can give because have already experienced, especially in the little rural areas, swiping the card and be like, everything is down. We can't serve you unless you have cash. We have become almost a cashless society. Most of us don't carry around cash, but you're gonna need some cash. So do what is necessary. See the things that you need in your house that's don't depend on electricity. See the things in your house that you can change, that you can put a flashlight or get the little lantern thing like this right here. And it's a light. I'm telling you, it is bright. It's bright. It's a flashlight. It's a blinker. I think it's like 3-in-1 or 4-in-1, but I know it's a flashlight and it's definitely a light. Like in the dark, this is a lot of light. And for us that's in the South, we just need stuff like this just to never bother to get it. We just wait till the lights come back on. But have your flashlight, all those things you need in the case of emergency. But just don't have it for you. If you got kids, make sure there's something in each room. Sometimes you got to put up because I don't know, my kids are big and I ask them where their flashlights. But anyway, we have plenty of those things. Make sure that you're prepared for whatever comes up. But stay prayerful, stay watchful. Still stay prayerful, stay watchful. And oh yes, my book, my journal, Faith Unleashed. You can pre-order. You can go to my website, faithwashington.net, and pre-order. We looking to be ready to mail out by April 1st. Might surprise and be before, but by April 1st, just go on over to the website and you can subscribe also and get Faith Shares newsletter every Friday. I really appreciate the support of all of you, and I do have to give a big shout out to OMR because they came in great. I love my OMR family and all of you that have supported and will support. But please, this is not, be great managers. Be great managers. There's some things we want, some things I want. We'll just wait. Talk to your children so that they understand because things are changing. And you know, we have always taught love and we will continue to teach love. But let them know everybody might not show you what you give. And let them know so they be able to handle it and they don't be crushed and they don't be broken. I think that's very important in this time. Let them know, put that confidence in them and build their confidence so that the minute somebody come across with something, because people can do that. And a lot of us had to build up. But let's make sure our babies know this so that someone just don't come and say something and break them. So we got a lot to do. But March, y'all, when I say blow and blow, it's some great things coming, some great blessings and promises, and I'm all excited about it. It's not doom and gloom, but preparation is needed, so we have to do that part too. But it is not gloom and gloom. This is going to be an awesome, awesome, awesome year, and I'm all excited about it. So I'm trying to make sure that I stay in obedience at the same time, but at the same time, I'm here to help everybody, because everybody's not coming to your ministry or to your church or none of that. And hey, it might come when we all can't get there. Our health, we didn't talk about that tonight, but make sure you are preparing even your health. Some more we'll share later on the health part, especially we're not going to just ignore it. Yeah, we can review, but there's some things that we have to do to make sure that we get keeping our health straight and our kids' health straight. So we're not coming, we're not getting this download, or we're not getting this information and just throw it away. It is necessary and we need to know. So when we go ahead and start working on stuff ahead of time, hey, we good with it. We good with it. So let's get that done. Again, let's build up our children, because a lot of things will be happening here in the grand United States that they may not understand. So let's prepare them, because we need to do that. It's necessary. Let's prepare them for that, and especially build them up. Build up their self-confidence. Just build them up, period. Let them know the real thing of how some people may approach and some things people may say. So I love you all. Thank you for coming. I would say Lady Kim just because I love to say it. Thank you for coming. You surprised me. But I'm glad you stopped by. You please have a great, awesome weekend. Keep enjoying life. Just prepare for the little interruptions that may come. That's what I want to tell you. Just be prepared. So when it don't, see, you keep your peace because you're prepared. You don't have to be running around and all this kind of stuff because you're prepared. There's nothing like being prepared. Hey, prepare to relax. That's all you have to do. You have a blessed night. Hopefully, I will see you all next Friday night with Faith Shares Real Wisdom. Like, share. Please talk to your relatives that you know just like to blow money. This is not the time to be blowing money. If there anything like the majority of us, all our kids have more than enough. Please share. Encourage these young ladies. I encourage you. Y'all do the right thing with those EBT cards. Y'all do the right thing with that refund. That refund. So turn down some and turn up that savings. That's what you do. Turn up that savings. God bless you. Love you all. I will see you next Friday. Good night.